Hello and welcome to Christina's Kitchen. Hi! Where today we will be making empanadas. Because the coolest thing about empanadas is, yes, you can make your grandmother's special recipe one. And those are perfect and wonderful when you're having a fancy family gathering. But the dough is so easy to make that it's a way of getting your family to eat leftovers. Love it. All right, so the first thing with the dough is we need, you get the flour out. You get the flour. All right. Okay. With the dough is we need, you get the flour out. You get the flour. All right. Okay, so in the freezer is get a stick of butter. Stick of butter. So I am the sous chef. And it has to be from the freezer. Okay, why from the freezer? Because that's how you keep your pastry crust light and fluffy. Because you want your pastry crust to be light and fluffy. Listen, America, you want your crust to be light. And this is the trick what your grandmothers used to use, is they used to use the cold butter. And what they would do, I think, is they would kind of shave it in. So, but I have a handy dandy food processor. And I didn't really start making pastry crust until I got a food processor, because I just can't really be bothered to flake a stick, like a quarter cup of butter to have some empanadas. But see what I mean, Melanie? So you can let the food processor do the work. Okay. Or, see how I flaked it? With a sharp knife. You just take a little bit and you can flake it. I'm going to let the food processor do the work. So I just chunk it down into like tablespoon sections. And then I put the whole thing in the food processor. But so if you wanted to try this at home, you would take these shavings, put them in your little mixing bowl. And you would last bits here. Okay, so Winston, we need a cup of ice water. Okay, give me a cup of ice and water. Yes, I can. Okay. Very easy. Plastic cup or glass cup? Doesn't matter. Okay, we'll use plastic cup. So the trick with the pastry crust, nice and light, is not overworking the dough and keeping those, you want the butter to remain chunky in there. The butter to remain chunky. So, that's why you put it in the food processor, and that's why you use the ice water. And you throw the butter. The colder you keep it, the lighter and flakier it will be. Okay. So, the next thing you want to do is you want a 1 1/8 cups of flour. And it doesn't matter, just general all-purpose organic unbleached all-purpose flour. And get just about 1 1/8. And in the food processor, make a pie now.
Same recipe?
This is your pie recipe.
Okay.
But if you want to make a savory recipe, which is what we're doing,
Yeah.
we have what Winston calls mama spice.
Mama spice.
It's a combination of lots of different spices, but it's a secret.
But you can say primarily consists of, you remember, you know.
Not really.
Yes, you do. Okay, mama spice consists of 1 part garlic powder, 1 part onion powder, 1/8 parts celery seed, 1/8 parts lemon peel, and about 1/4 part paprika.
Okay.
Smoked paprika works best. But you see how it's crumbling? And the butter is just sort of mixed in there. So if you were doing this without a food processor, and it doesn't seem to, and I don't want to overwork this butter, so sometimes I'll just pull it right out, shave it down a little bit, so that because it's nice and frozen, we want to keep it cold. So while we were doing all that talking, we were compromising our taste on crust. But that's okay. Give it another little pulse. But usually if you just chunk it down and then it's all nice and crumbly.
Yay!
So the butter, the flour is basically just coating little butter chunks. Is really what you want. Is little bits of flour adhered to little chunks of butter.
I'm excited.
Then, now again, we're keeping things cold. We take ice water. It has to be, really has to be ice water. Turn your food processor on, or if you're trying to do it in a bowl, and you shake the butter down with the butter, you put in a teaspoon, work that in, put in a teaspoon, and work it in with a fork. That was just observation on how this is done. Watched grandma's food processors. It always seemed like too much work, so I waited. So then you just add a teaspoon at a time. And you let it sort of come together. And then you add another teaspoon. And you kind of let it come together a little bit. And then the third teaspoon is the char. You see how it's just sort of coming together, but not really?
Yeah.
Third one, we'll turn it into a little ball of dough.
Wow.
So see how it's turning a nice little ball?
Yes.
And that's perfect.
Okay, so the ball is a good sign.
Right, so when it's nice and it's all nice, it's just very coarse. And then what you do is you can do a baggie or whatever. I make a lot of empanada dough, and then you can freeze it and defrost it for the day that you want to use it.
Okay.
Or you can make it like on a Saturday, like we're doing today, and you put them in the freezer because they work great. Winston's preferred lunch now is that sandwiches are really boring. So
Yeah.
when he has to pack a lunch, he likes to pack an empanada or 2. So if you keep them handy, you just take a piece of saran wrap.
Mm-hmm.
And you get this dough out here.